morning YouTube, and welcome to another video. You join me, it's episode number 13 I think of my Road to 2021 series, and on today's episode it is going to be a day in the life. I don't even know why I keep saying that at the beginning of my videos, because every video is going to be a day in the life pretty much. I feel like this is how we're going to roll for the next however many weeks. I just want to say, before we get stuck in, thank you so much for all of the love and comments on my last vlog, basically telling me to chill the fuck out because nobody has come to my channel to watch something like hugely different, because that is what prep is about. Prep is about doing the same thing day in, day out for months and months on end. So, hope everybody has had an amazing week. Welcome to another episode. I'm gonna do a quick update on me, where I'm at with everything. A lot has changed. Well, not a lot has changed, but in terms of like where we're at now compared to last time, I have dropped like 3 pounds, which it's not a lot in the grand scheme of things, but it had been quite a slow start to the prep, so it's nice to see that. Dan is very, very happy with my photos at the moment. Okay, I feel like I'm being fake when I'm talking right now, and it's because things have changed and I don't know whether it's 100% confirmed right now, so I didn't want to talk about it in this video, but I feel like I'm lying to you guys, like right now, like yeah, Dan is really happy because, you know, we're 15 weeks out. So basically I think I'm 18 weeks out. So PCA is the federation that I am competing with, right? So they had a March show, I do believe, for first timers. They had a June show, which is my show, and then a September show. All of those 3 are first timers, right? So the March one has been postponed because of COVID, and then obviously there was the June one and the September one. But now PCA have released that the March date is now in July, so it's like July the 9th or something. Obviously in the UK we've been promised the date of June the 21st, I do believe, for everything to be back to normal, which I don't believe for a second, but whatever, that's another story by itself. But anyway, because the date for that is June the 21st, the July show that PCA are doing should be, fingers crossed, a pretty normal show. So no social distancing, no masks, no like not having spectators. So I was chatting to Dan and I said, like, what do you think about me basically transferring my show to the July show? And he said, yeah, it makes total sense. Obviously you want your friends and family there, and like you want to have like a normal first show, right? And I was like, yeah, so true. So I have emailed and I'm just waiting for confirmation that I am now no longer competing in June. I'm competing in July. So I'm now not 15 weeks out, I'm now 18 weeks out, I think. So that is kind of like a big change, I suppose. It's only 3 weeks. I don't think we're going to take our foot off the gas in terms of the progress that we're making right now. Dan was saying that he would much rather pull me back at the end of the prep opposed to pull me back now and then have to suffer more at the end of the prep. So basically, we do it week by week, you know. If things are going too slowly, then he'll speed it up. If things are going too quickly, then he'll slow it down. But it's better in terms of like what you're looking like. You never want to be ready for a show on the show day. Like, anyone that's competed listening to this will know what I mean. You can't, like, you would much rather be ready like a week or 2 weeks before your show, because if you're chasing your tail at the end of prep, so I don't know, a week out, and you still have body fat to lose, you're gonna look like shit on that stage. Basically what you want to do is put yourself in the absolute gutter for like, I don't know, 5-6 weeks leading up to the show, and then like a week before the show, or even 2 weeks if you can get away with it, you then pull back. Like, you'll see all of this in the episodes, but you pull back on cardio, you pull back on steps, like you even increase food a little bit, just so that when you are on stage you don't look like you've done a 25-week horrendous diet. So if anything, it's kind of a positive. Obviously it now means that my show is later, but it doesn't really matter to me at all. So yeah, I just couldn't not mention that. It's not 100% confirmed, but it might actually get confirmed in this video because it's a day of the life. But yeah, I feel like I'm blabbering on. This week's been a good week regardless. Everything has been ticked off as usual. We are like 2.5 pounds down on this week's check-in from last week's check-in. This is the check-in photos from this week. And I think that next week I will do like a start of prep to current situation comparison. Because I do feel leaner, don't get me wrong, but it's not like a huge difference. So yeah, welcome to the video. I think what I'm gonna do is make this a full day of eating. Even though my last full day of eating was on a training day and it was pretty much the same, I feel like I'm just gonna do it again. Not much is gonna change with my food anyway in terms of the actual meal setups. So it is Friday today, and I've already had my first meal, which was 70 grams of cream of rice with a scoop of whey, 6 grinds? What is that word? Grinds of, yeah, I think it's grinds. Grinds of pink salt. And yeah, now I'm just doing my intro to my video. I am on a mentoring call in a minute, and then I was gonna have a posing session with Emma, but she has pushed it to a different day, which is cool. And then at some point today, we're gonna be training legs, which will be interesting because I trained glutes like 3 days ago, and they are fucking sore. So yeah, that's the update, my guys. Make sure you have liked this video, like it right now. Subscribe if you are new, and let's get on with it. Right, look what this mad woman is doing in here. It's like a competition on who can make the most wacky fucking breakfast on Instagram now, isn't it?
Literally. There's the crumpet. This is why it's not so great because I didn't get the fucking ring light out.
What we want to do is, like, obviously we're showing up way more on Instagram and stuff, which is good. I think what would be nice is to kind of be really interesting to see how many people are actively interacting with you now. So earlier this week I received this package, and it turns out that the girls had sent me one of these like light things that go on the wall. I think it was a late Christmas present from everybody at CBG, which is just the sweetest thing ever. So this comes up pink, and I managed to somehow, there's like a little shop downstairs, was like, oh, do you sell screws? He was like, no, but I have some in my van. I was like, fucking sound. So I got some screws, and we think we're gonna put it on this wall, aren't we, Al?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
It's gonna look the fucking shit.
Look awesome.
Yeah, they're really nice.
Literally there. Is that central?
Yeah, I'd say so, yeah.
Is that level?
But why don't I, because you, I feel like you're not gonna be confident. I'll hold it, you do it.
Okay. Okay, a bit right hand down, tiny bit. Okay.
Ready? Does it matter that this is the other way around? This is the way around.
It's
Obviously it's going to be going that way, isn't it?
Oh, should it go that way, G?
No.
Okay, are we ready?
After saying we can't drill in the walls, we're just like, right, what else can we drill in the walls? Ready?
Oh. Fuck! Look at that! I'm getting out of the way.
Oh, that does look good.
That looks so cool.
Looks so good.
You happy?
I'm very, very pleased with that. Thank you very much, lady.
Oh, it looks sick.
Fix the dog's bollocks. Okay, so morning admin is done, and before I have my next meal, meal number 2, I'm going to quickly go and get in some steps. Still on 11,000 per day, that's excluding the Stairmaster. So I take my watch off before I get on the Stairmaster, which used to be about 2,500 steps. So I am having to make a pretty big conscious effort at the moment to go out and get my steps. So yeah, the route I'm doing now is about 7,000, I think. So by the time I get back, I will have like come close to 10k, which is nice because it means that the rest of the day I just need to train and then I can just do work. Meal number 2 of the day is going in. It looks like proper poverty, but it's actually really nice. So 100 grams of chicken with veg, and I'm actually bringing back the green bean. If you followed my last prep, you will know I was fucking obsessed with green beans. So I kind of gone off of them, but we're back. And this time, cut into small pieces. And then we also have 3 bagel thins with 1 spray of the 1 calorie butter on each one. Freely energy drink. Life is fucking sweet. So it's a little bit later on now. It is now 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I am training at 2 today. We're training legs. So I'm just having my next meal, which is 1 scoop of whey with 3 rice cakes. And these, along with the Kalo blueberry, are my favourite rice cakes. Obviously, I would prefer to have Snacker Jacks, but I'm having to stay within the kind of 35 to 40 calorie mark for each rice cake, so these are what we go for. The salt and vinegar from Morrison's are actually really nice as well, so that's probably my 3 top prep rice cakes in no particular order, although the maybe caramel is my favourite. People like go try the sweet and salty, which I did. Terrible, not very nice at all. So yeah, 3 of these with a scoop of whey. Sometimes I'll make this whey into a paste and then dip the rice cakes into it, but today I'm gonna drink it. Okay, so I'm a little bit early because I wanted to sit down for a few minutes and film a little section of the video talking about basically things to just take into consideration before you start competing, because I know that for me, I did know what I was getting myself into when I first started prepping in 2019, but I think sometimes it's quite nice, especially if you're thinking about competing, if that's next year or in a couple of years or whatever, it's sometimes really nice to hear it from somebody who is doing it, and I suppose in a way is very new. Like, I am obviously very, very new to bodybuilding, very, very new to competing. Like, disclaimer, everything I'm about to speak about is kind of subjective because I've never actually made it to stage. I only got like 4.5 weeks out, so arguably I haven't done the really, really hard part of prep yet, but I just wanted to sit and kind of list a couple of things to consider before you decide to compete. So I think the first one is just making sure that you are in a good mindset and you have a healthy relationship with food and exercise. I think that sometimes people kind of look at the bodybuilding and the prep side of things as a way to mask or maybe push out any bad relationships with food, because sometimes people have that all or nothing approach and therefore they have a really bad relationship with food. So by them prepping, they're basically just ignoring the bad relationship they have with food for like what, 18 to 20 weeks, and then like it's kind of like, oh, I'm gonna prep and then I'll sort that after. But actually your relationship with food, the worst thing that you can do is go into a prep, because even people who don't have any sort of issue with food post show are probably going to have some issue with food. Like, it is a very, very restrictive diet for a very long period of time. You know, it's not just a standard diet. Your food gets very, very low and it gets very, very bland, and your whole kind of your brain is going less food, like that's gonna make me win and that's a positive thing and I look better for it. So when you come out the back end of a prep, like the post show period, that is going to be like the most sensitive time for you in terms of your relationship with food. So before you enter a prep, make sure you do, hand on heart, have a good relationship with food, and you know, a good relationship with exercise and training. Make sure you are already weight training, make sure you have a good amount of muscle mass on you, because even like bikini competitors, I think a lot of people underestimate how little muscle they have. Like I literally underestimated how small my upper body actually was. Like I had always been told like, oh my god, you have massive, like you're massive, like I'm not saying that I'm massive, like, or ego, like I don't mean that eagerly, that's definitely not a word, but I don't mean that in an egotistical way. Definitely not how you say it, but what I'm trying to say is, like, when I dieted down, you then realize just how little muscle mass you have. So whether you're looking to compete in bikini or figure or whatever, just make sure you have muscle, because if you've done 1 or 2 years of weight training, that's great, but you need to make sure you have a good amount of muscle mass behind you, basically. The other thing to consider is definitely like the price side of things. That's literally Matt pulling up there. So consider how much it costs to compete. Like that was one thing that I did know it was going to be expensive, but I guess it just is crazy how much it racks up. Like people say, oh, you know, save $1,000 for competing. Try $3,000, try $4,000, because once you've paid for a coach, once you've paid for a posing coach, once you've paid for supplements, once you've paid for all of the food, once you've paid for the bikini, the heels, the shoes, the tan, the registration, the hotel, the travel, all of those things add up, and it is going to be a good couple of grand to compete. So make sure you're in a good financial position as well. Another thing I would say is just make sure you have the time. Like when you think, oh, it's a prep, it's 18 to 20 weeks, I think sometimes it can be difficult to actually emotionally attach yourself to the fact that that is 18 weeks or 20 weeks or even sometimes 24 weeks. That's months and months and months of a massive commitment, you know. And if you don't have a flexible job, if you are working a 9 to 5, if you have kids, if you have a busy life already, really do consider it, because prep is time consuming. Once you start, you know, training, the training sessions aren't 45 minutes long, they are hours. Once you look at cardio, once you look at steps, once you look at, you know, having to take out time to pose, all of these things, like your whole life is going to revolve around your prep for months, you know, up to 6 months. It's not as easy as saying, oh yeah, I'd love to do that, or yeah, we'll go away, or yeah, okay, I'll quickly come and grab a coffee or whatever. Like, especially in the back end of prep, everything you do is going to have to be planned and organized way in advance. So that's another thing that I would really consider. Oh, he's not actually going to distract me. I thought he was going to come in and distract me. Yeah, so just consider, like, do you actually have time to commit to a prep? Because yeah, it will take in the best way, don't get me wrong, but like every decision that you make will be based on your prep. And I think the last one I want to talk about, because I do want to go and train legs, is relationships and the people around you. Consider the people around you, because especially in a first prep, that is going to be the one that hits you the fucking hardest in terms of emotions, because you've never done it before, it's new territory, you don't know what to expect. And in a way, like, when you do your first prep, like, you know, you've put yourself in that position. So like basically I knew that I was prepping, I knew that I was going to have to sacrifice a lot, I knew that I was going to be hungry, I knew that I was going to be moody, but I just don't think I quite realized, and therefore like my emotions were much more heightened. And the people around you will be affected by your prep. There's no two ways about it, you know. When you're hungry, when you're moody, when you're grouchy, when you can't do this and you can do that, and you're very strict and you're very selfish. Yeah, I know, yeah, I know. You become a very selfish person. So just consider the people around you, and consider like the relationships that you have, especially if you are in a relationship. Like, the person that you're with needs to either get it, understand bodybuilding, understand prep, or just kind of let you get on with it, because you will lose your sex drive. You will literally, like, you will have the biggest mood swings, and that is just part and parcel of the prepping process. So yeah, just a couple of things to consider before you decide that you're going to compete. Like I said, I'm talking from somebody who hasn't actually made it to stage, but they're like things that I definitely would, if someone reached out to me and said like, what do you think about competing, I would say make sure you've got all of those 4 things in a good place before you prep. So yeah, anyway, I'm yabbering. We're going to move on. We're going to move into a leg day. I will put some footage up, so sit back and enjoy.
Go on.
Me and Matt have decided to deadlift. Bearing in mind we never deadlift anymore.
Is that good?
Yeah, it's fine.
Did you like that? How
Yeah.
did you all think of that?
You just need to do your setup again. Yeah.
Ah! Yeah, bitch. Big reps. Big fucking lift. Go. Nice. And again. Good. Come on. Fuck yeah. Come on in. Drive, get up, get up. Good, 2 more fucking reps. Come on. 1 more. Let's fucking go. Big lift, yeah? Big lift. Strong, G. Make it stand up. Fuck yes. Well done.
No.
The girliest thing ever, that. Not fuck yeah, or I thought I was going to break a nail.
Yes! Strong!
Fuck is the other green? Mate, that's 140 kilos.
No,
Yeah.
it isn't. It's 120.
No, that is currently 120. Yes! Move the weight now! Get it up! Fuck yes! Touch, drive, go! Come on! Yes, we have. Competition to win. Go! Now! Get it up. Good. Fucking strong. Uh-huh. Go on! Move, move, move! Good. You have, you have. Ready? Slowly, move the weight, move the weight, move it! Good. Nice. Did you feel like you were going to break a nail that set? Howie nails. It's heavy.
That was heavy, yeah.
It's good.
That last one wasn't great, I don't think. Good. Go on! Up, 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 up!
Oh.
Yes. Again. Yes! Good! Again.
Let's go, mate. More. Yeah. Come on in. Come on, G. Come on. Easy. Up. Boys, fucking steel ones.
You can take that 15 off.
What are you doing to me?
I'll do 200 next time. Oh, I just put my joggers on that fucking thing. Not that they're fucking nice joggers. Go, let's go. Ah! Yes, again! Come on, motherfucker. Ah! Probably wash these trackies.
We're going to be training for the next 3 days. Remember that brown stain on my joggers. Just remember that bit. I guarantee I'll wear the same joggers 3 days in a row. Fuck it. It's only me and you.
Okay, we are home 2.5 hours later. That was such a good but tough leg session. Like, wow, I still don't really feel here. But anyway, we are home and I have my next meal, which is my post-workout meal. 80 grams of cream of rice with 1 scoop of whey. And today I am trying for the first ever time the Perform Whey in brownie batter flavour. So I thought I would do a quick test on here and give you my initial thoughts. Bearing in mind, my favourite is salty caramel, and then I also do really like the chocolate fudge, but I thought I'd go for the chocolate brownie. Oh my god, that actually does taste like brownie batter. Like, you know when you lick the bowl out when you make brownies, that is actually legit what it tastes like, which is amazing because obviously I don't have chocolate on this meal anymore. Oh my god, that's so good. Anyway, I'm going to eat this, I'm going to catch up with clients because it's literally been like 3.5 hours. And then I will speak to you after. So the time is 7:30 and I'm currently editing the video that you are watching right now, but I thought I'd take a little break, else I'm going to get so behind with my meals, to have my next meal, which is meal number 4 or 5 depending on whether you count the rice cakes, and this is 200 grams of potato in the air fryer with 100 grams of chicken in the air fryer. So the way that I do this, by the way, if anybody wanted to know, is basically cut up the potato, put that on for 10 minutes and then shake it, and then put the chicken, like slice the chicken up into small pieces, and then put that back in the air fryer with the potatoes for a further 9 minutes, all on 200 degrees, and it cooks perfectly with some green veg and some, what is that? A tomato and a 7-Up. Also forgot to mention 15 grams of ketchup. Fixed. Don't even need a nail salon anymore. Don't even Diva Nails, never heard of them, mate. Pretty much a nail technician at this point. I just got dip acrylic. Don't ask, I literally don't even know what I'm talking about. but it has actually worked in terms of keeping my nails long. And I'm not keeping my nails long because I'm a princess, I am, but it's mainly just so I can type. Like, anyone who has nails regularly and then doesn't have nails, you'll know it's the most fucked up feeling when you have to try and do anything with no nails, basically. So yeah, anyway, I know I said that this vlog was going to be a full day of eating, which it was, but yes, again, I just filled the whole vlog up with other shit. So I'm actually just kind of waiting to finish this vlog because I've been editing it this evening. So rather than me waiting just to show you the same food I eat every single fucking day, I think I'm just going to end the video here and just let you know that my last 2 meals are going to be steak, 100 grams with vegetables, and then my next meal after that, which I have pretty much straight after, like getting myself ready for bed, and then I have 200 grams of Greek yogurt with half a scoop of whey with 150 grams of berries and 2 rice cakes. And that is me done for the day. I'm going to put on my so yeah, that's me done for the day in terms of food. I don't have any update from PCA on whether I have been transferred into the July show currently. I can't imagine it's going to be an issue, but you know, you never know. So right now I have no fucking idea how many weeks out I am, but it doesn't really matter, to be honest. Nothing's really changed anyway, so that's all cool. And who knows, next week I might actually do a vlog on a different day than the same day it's meant to be uploaded. Well, not the same day, but the day before, so that I can actually like not rush them. But anyway, thank you very much if you've made it this far in the video, because I know I have been chatting a lot. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this style of video, and I guess I will see you next week. We'll do a little bit of a physique update next week. And maybe like a rest day, full day of eating or something, so that you guys can see the difference between my food. But yeah, thanks for watching. Have a lovely rest of your week, and I will see you next time.